Stephanie Brown, also known as Miss Purple Brown, also known as Chef Purps. Welcome to Thursday's virtual session where we're going to go over a couple things. First, we're going to go over nutrition because we all know that if we eat good, we feel good. Not only will you feel better while you're running, you will probably feel better in your everyday life. So that's going to be one of our main focuses. And then we're also going to go over different drills that you can do to improve your running economy. What's running economy? Basically, it's how efficient you are when you run and how you look. So not only are we gonna eat good, feel good, we're gonna look good, feel good. Which means I'm pretty much gonna tell you all of my secrets. So let's get started. What better way to get this whole thing started than with how we start our day, and that is with breakfast. So today I'm gonna share with you my favorite oatmeal recipe that I've ever created. It's quick, easy, and really nutritious. So let's go step by step how we do it. Alright, so the first thing you need is a half a cup of oats. I use the old-fashioned oats and I love them. Then we're gonna fill it with water. Alright, turn on your skillet, medium, low, and add a capful of vanilla. Then we just stir that in and wait, stir. Now I'm going to take half of my banana and cut it up into the oatmeal and cook that in with it. You just stir that in real nice. Next, I'm going to add a tablespoon of brown sugar just for a little bit of sweetness. If you have any need to not have sugar, you can just leave this step out or add something like stevia. Alright, then I'm going to put in a few dashes of ground cinnamon because I love cinnamon. This could also be left out if you're not a big fan of cinnamon. Stir that in real nice. Let the oatmeal start getting hot. Hang out. Stir. Ooh, look at it. Yummy. Still got a ways to go. I usually do other things while I'm doing this. Oh, that bowl was too small, so I got a different one. Next, I'm going to take the egg once the oatmeal is hot and I'm going to crack it in. This is the most important part, is once you crack it in, is to stir, 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 so that egg doesn't cook and turn into egg material. It will still cook, obviously, but it's going to make your oatmeal really fluffy and yummy and delicious, and add good protein. Protein's so important to get in the morning. It'll make you feel full for longer and keep you energized for the day. So I just stir that a lot. Let's see. Looks good. Keep stirring it until it is cooked all the way through. And then I'm just going to dump that into my bowl. I use this little mini spatula to get all of the oatmeal out because we're going to use the pot again for the milk, which I love heating up my milk so that it doesn't totally cool down my oatmeal. While I'm heating the milk, I just will cut in the rest of this banana. I'm all about the multitasking here. This recipe really doesn't take too long to make, maybe about 5 to 10 minutes, so it's totally worth it. Alright, and then I like to add a topping. Peanut butter. I use natural peanut butter. Crunchy is my favorite, but I also love sunflower butter. But today, I think I'm going to choose peanut butter. Just put a big old dollop of that in there, and a little extra. Next, oh, I don't know how to find the screen, is to add a little bit more sweetener. I have a sweet tooth. This could be left out. Sometimes I leave it out. Sometimes I leave out the brown sugar. Today I'm choosing honey. I like using maple on top as well. a light maple syrup. And today, to make it fancy, I'm gonna add some trail mix, just to give a couple extra berries and nuts and crunch. I just happen to have this in my cupboard, so I thought, why not? All right. I also like to salt it, just one little salt bay right before. It makes the flavor come out a lot. I know it sounds unusual, but think about it. We salt our cookies, why wouldn't we salt our oatmeal? That can also be left out though if it freaks you out. All right, the milk is hot. Pour it over, boom. And then I just stir, 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 and it's ready to go. I love this meal. It makes me feel so good, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. So for today's drills, we're gonna start with some basics. We're just gonna learn the A march. We're gonna do high knees and high knees into a stride. I'm not gonna lie, some of you might feel a little awkward at the start of these, but trust me, it's gonna be worth it when you're the best looking runners out there. And as long as you keep practicing, it will get better. So let's get to it. We're gonna do a couple drills today, and both of them are important because they're gonna teach us how to cycle our legs through and to strike the ground efficiently, making us better, stronger runners. And the good thing about drills are not only how they'll help you look while you're running, but they're also gonna help you remain injury-free, which everyone knows it stinks being injured. So this is really important. I would suggest doing these drills a couple times a week just before you run. And I'm gonna keep adding to them week to week. So the first one is A march. So A march, we're gonna start by being on a flat surface, and we're gonna stand tall. We're gonna start with our hands behind our heads just to keep our core engaged, and we wanna stay tall with our shoulders back. So we put our hands behind our head, and then we're just gonna lift our leg like this and bring it through, boom. The important thing about this drill is that you cycle your leg through. You want to bring this ankle all the way above this other knee. So you'll see here when I'm doing it, I'm boom, boom, boom. And then I land under myself, smacking the ground a little bit. Not super hard, but you want to hit the ground. You want to paw that ground and propel yourself forward. So when you start to march, you would do the same with one leg as the other. It might be easier to do a couple in person, standing still before you start moving, just so you can get used to it. So let's do that. And then once we start moving, we will go boom, 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 boom. I suggest doing a couple, about 10 meters to 20 meters of that, and then we'll start adding in the arm. So we'll go boom, 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 boom. This drill is the precursor to the next drill. The next drill is going to be high knees. So basically we're going to add kind of a pop to it. And the reason it's called high knees is to get your knee high. We're thinking high. And also getting this foot, this ankle over this knee and cycling through. It looks different in slow motion than when you do it fast. So it'll be the same motion. Will be boom, boom, boom. Getting that knee up high and over the other one. So looks like this. It might be easier to start in place as well on this one. So we can just start here.